Hello, everybody. We have breaking exclusive news from the Movie Fake News Broadcast Network. I'm Bill Richmond.
And I'm Tom Monahan.
We have just found out that The Flash will, in fact, get massive reshoots, and they plan on bringing in a new hotshot director named Jack Ryder to shoot them.
He looks a little familiar there, Bill.
He just has one of those faces, Tom. He apparently is very close to David Zaslav, and we have another exclusive, Tom.
I'm on the edge of my seat, Bill.
Jack Ryder has pitched Justice League sequels all the way to Justice League 14 as part of Zaslav's 10-year plan.
13 sequels in 10 years will definitely beat Marvel, Bill.
This has been another exclusive breaking news story from the Movie Fake News Broadcast Network. I'm Bill Richmond.
And I'm Tom Monahan.
Bringing you breaking movie news you should not take seriously.
Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Well, hello, everybody. What's happening? Welcome to Film Junkee Live on your hump day. It's October 5th. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. What's going on? Oh, the MFing boys. That's right. You never know when they're going to pop up with their exclusives. Exclusivos! Yeah, that wasn't just one, but two. Crazy. Jack Ryder. Sounds like a good guy. Anyways, guys, make sure you smash that like thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to become a member, we're going to do a members-only stream right after the show. So if you want to be part of that, do so. But how is everybody doing? And then, of course, you got all the sock meds. You got the Patreon if you want to, support that. Do all that right there. So who we got here? We got, of course, we have Mr. Ryan right here. What's going on? Selena Kyle, Grey's Anatomy and Kardashian Thursday. Ugh, you like Kardashian stuff. Eesh. That's cool. Whatever. It's fine. Holy shit. I'm actually on time. I know. I wasn't on time because I was having some technical difficulties, of course. But thank you for joining there, TJ. We got Tet right here. I think I'm hammered. You're hammered. Doing some drinking tonight? What's going on, Jose? What is up? Won't be able to be here due to work. It's all good, man. See you Friday. Sounds good. Get to work. It's What's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? We got Rhea right here. Do what she says. Smash that like, thumbs up. That's right. Picture locked and loaded. That's what we're going to be talking about. Ahoy, hoy, Mr. Jason McKenzie. Always good to see you. We got Miss Cat in the house also. Always good to see you. Patrick. Why So Serious rewatch. Smallville and Super, yeah. And now you got Stargirl you're going to be doing. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Doing a whole bunch of rewatching. Not too shabby. What's going on? Yeah. Apparently, yeah, I know. You're going to have to, ban everybody since Jose's not going to be here, so. Yeah. All right, who else we got? Mr. Alex Lobo right here. Always good to see you, buddy. We got Cinema Comics. We got JD McRae. We got Miss Rosemary, the lovely Miss Rosemary. You know, Amsterdam. Yeah, I'm debating on going to see that on tomorrow night. But I have, another idea that I might do for tomorrow night. I don't know. What is Picture Lock? Well, we'll talk about that. Don't worry. We'll talk about that. I know some people probably don't know what the heck you're talking about. Apparently, I'm already banned. Right? So, yeah. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Stephanie. We got Hello, darling. How's it going? Let's see. We got Miss Nikki here, Captain Gator Girl. I'm happy. What? I try to be. We got Chris Dodd right here. In the UK, we call a junkie a baghead. You are known as Film Baghead. All right. Maybe I'll look for, possibly have a name change. We've got William right here. What's happening, buddy? All right. We got Anthony. We got Maya right here. Okay, who else? Anybody else? Probably, did I miss somebody? Probably. Selena, Kyle, she's here. That's good. Good stuff. Good to see everybody. All right. Again, smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And like I said, when it comes to Wednesdays is when we do the members-only streams. So guys can pick my brain a little bit more right after the show. If, you want to do so. Just little 15, 20-minute thing. So if you guys want to do that. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the MFing boys coming in there with their exclusives, which, yes, we'll be talking about certain things when it comes to The Flash, getting picture lock. Of course, we're going to be talking about that. That'll be the main title. And then, of course, Diamond Absolutes. Good to see you. And then we're going to be talking about that Daredevil. Daredevil's finally here. Finally showing up in She-Hulk. And that clip was released before the episode premiered. So a lot of people talking about that. And then we're going to talk about Spawn. We finally got that Spawn update from Todd McFarlane. And then we're going to talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. Apparently, he's just that movie star. When it comes to what somebody said in an interview today, we're just going to talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, guys, let's move forward here. Let's get to these tweets. Make sure everything's good. All right, let's get to the tweets. All right, first off, hit me. That's right. There we go. There's me as the Heath Ledger Joker right there, Mr. Fear Jason. You do really good work when it comes to those face swaps. I tell you what, do really good work. Very good work. So, love that. And then, of course, speaking of Miss Rhea right there, she's on TikTok playing her games and stuff like that. So, subscribe to her channel, subscribe to her TikTok, do all that. Playing some video games, which she says she's not good at them, but I think she probably is pretty good at them. I'm just saying. Here's a pretty cool shot from Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I love that suit. I think that's my favorite of the Spider-Man costumes. I just like the big white eyes. I do. I like the big white eyes. We got a runtime for Halloween Ends. Apparently it's an hour and 50 minutes. So there you go. Hour and 50 minutes for Halloween Ends. If anybody wanted to know that runtime, who knows? I mean, I guess, big screen leaks. I don't know if you want to take it by their word. I would say so. We got Louis Centino. He needs a little help, guys. So if you go to his Twitter, he's looking for a little bit of help. He's in Florida, a little bit of devastation that happened right there. He has a little GoFundMe. So if you want to help out Louis, go ahead. Or you can look at my Twitter or look at his Twitter right there. Yeah, he's been part of the fandom for a little bit. So that's go ahead and help him out. He's got some things right there. He's got a GoFundMe that he needs help on. So, and then this is pretty cool right here. It's pretty cool right here. We got Susie Cosplay dressed up as Wonder Woman, visiting some vets in D.C. Look at that. Taking pictures and everything. It's what it's all about. Cosplay is not just about, hey, just take pictures look cool, but they also do some of the Lord's work when it comes to this stuff right here. So good on Susie. She's great. She's been on the Vodka stream. We'd love to have her back. She was a delight talking to her and everything. So good on her. Good on her. And then right here, somebody made this. Black Adam Film News. They decided to make this right here, which of course, yes, we would love that red cape to show up. We would love that Superman to show up. So somebody took the poster that was released yesterday and added Superman's cape. That's right. You're going to tug on Superman's cape. You got to pee into the wind. What song is that? That's a song. I know that's a song. I don't know. I'm trying to remember who actually made that song. But yeah. So there you go. We're going to, yeah. I mean, obviously, we're pretty much confirmed that he is showing up. But yeah, I tell you, it's just still such a mystery. Still such a mystery. I guess we'll find out the week of more than anything. We got people being crafty right here. I love this right here. Reloading. You know? I mean, this is pretty swift right here. I love videos like this. Creative. Sound effects and everything. I mean, obviously, if you played a first-person shooter, you know exactly, you know, when you have to reload like your gun or something like that. But I love the fact that he's reloading just random shit. Tripod. That's right. We got a little lantern thing right here. Just, it's just so good. So good. Come on. You make me smile. It's just so creative. I love that shit. I love seeing stuff like that. It's just great. And I love seeing little edits, little fan art right here. We got a little fan poster for Deadpool 3 right here. That's pretty cool. I like that. Of course, we got Deadpool just dancing up, all up on Wolvie right there. Getting a little physical. Getting a little physical. Getting a little physical. According to Noah Centineo, he basically said in a recent interview with Esquire ME that on the rumors that Black Adam will start a whole new future in the DCEU. He said, no, at this point, we haven't been told anything. I don't know if that's a thing. But I know everyone's excited, especially at DC and Warner. I love how he's just like, no. But then it's like, are you sure The Rock? I mean, The Rock's going to give you a look because I think The Rock has it in his head that, yes, there's going to be, starting off a whole new future when it comes to the DCU. I don't know if his whole plan was the hierarchy and all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. We've heard it many times. But, I guess The Rock has other plans. It's Black Adam, for God's sakes. And we've talked about some of the rumors that have been out there when it comes to that. Possibly trying to be like, hey, let's lead into like a whole crazy Justice League and Suicide Squad kind of thing. Maybe a Legion of Doom thing, so who knows. But when it comes to Noah right here, he hasn't really heard much when it comes to Atom Smasher, which, yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, when it comes to the Justice Society of America, I mean, I know a lot of us want to see more of Pierce Brosnan. We haven't even seen the movie yet, but we want to see more Dr. Fate, naturally, because it's Pierce Brosnan, it's Dr. Fate. I know a lot of us, we were kind of nerding out on the fact of when we were on the Vodka stream a few weeks ago, when we were talking about a possible Dr. Fate showing up for the Constantine 2 movie, because they're going to be introducing characters in that Constantine 2 movie that has to do with Jail Dark, but why not have some Dr. Fate in there? So who knows what's going to happen? Like I said, there's just all kinds of things up in the air. I think they're going to wait and see what the box office is like. We talked about the box office yesterday, tracking numbers, 70 to 75 million opening domestically. So we'll see what happens when it comes to the entire thing. And if the movie has legs, there'll definitely be a future for these characters when it comes to the DCEU. But hey, it's still, and I'm still always going to say it, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I mean, I'm going to say it's pretty much kind of, it's canon. I know he didn't say it was canon, when it was all talked about, but I think it's a little bit of canon. There's a little bit of foundation there at least. I'm just saying. Anyways, of course, we'll talk about that. Hey, speaking of Constantine, Keanu Reeves, this is like an old tweet. I saw it on my timeline. This is amazing. The fact that a random couple ran into Keanu Reeves in a hotel lobby, invited him to their wedding, and he put on a suit and joined is proof he is really the one. That's right. He put on a suit. I mean, he put on a jacket and some pants, But he's like, I love how he was wearing boots and a t-shirt, and he took pictures, and he was at these people's wedding. This is why Keanu Reeves is like just a saint. He's a saint. He's an absolute saint. How do you not love this man? How do you not love this man? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. We got more David Ayer-ness when it comes to him, of course, filming his new project called The Beekeeper right here, showing the slate. What does it mean, guys? What does it mean? It's just a slate. It's just a slate. Maybe it means something. I don't know. Did anybody try to decipher it when it comes to the Ayer cut? Who put their hat on? Who put their tinfoil hat on? Anybody? I don't know. Probably nothing. But anyways, and then we got our the poster for Velma. Velma, I almost said Mad Max, the HBO Max original, Velma, which is supposed to be an adult version, of course, revolving around Velma. And of course, we just found out that, yes, she is a lesbian, which we all suspected. But of course, that was all confirmed because there's going to be a new movie coming out this Halloween that definitely confirms that. So they're definitely going to be talking about it in this movie. I mean, Harley Quinn, look at Harley and Poison Ivy. I don't think anybody had any problems with that. That's for damn sure, so... It's good. It's good. And then I love this right here because according to Noah, again, Centineo, he says that the highest body count ever when it comes to Black Adam. That's right. The highest body count ever. That's according to him when he was also being interviewed, saying that, Black Adam's just going to be wiping out people left and right, which I say good. But I love how Chris Wong Swenson right here said kill count, YouTube videos coming out after the movie. And then, of course, having the gif of Mr. Zack Snyder saying, I'm sure those guys are fine. Remember when he said that? It was great. As he sips his coffee or his tea or whatever the hell was in that mug right there. So we're sure, yeah, those guys are fine. They're fine. And then, yes, today, apparently, Twitter just kind of rolled out this new thing where you can actually share multiple GIFs. You can actually, GIFs, guys. GIFs. Okay? Stop it with your whole GIF nonsense. Not peanut butter. Shut up. But anyways, so here's a pretty cool little GIF sequence right here from Fear Jason showing first flight and then the second first flight when it came to Superman. So I thought that was pretty cool how we did that. So... But yeah, apparently you could post two GIFs at the same time. You could post GIFs and pictures at the same time. So Twitter, thank you, Elon Musk, I guess, right? I don't know if that's the reason. Probably not, but there you go. And then, Dear Santa, I need this. Who wants to buy me a Ghostbusters robe right here? I have a Batman robe. I need a Ghostbusters robe now. Looks fluffy and comfortable. That's for damn sure. And then according to the Disinsider, we're going to get some more boner. Who needs some more boner? Who wants more boner? I think we're all awaiting more boner, right? Possibly, hopefully not. Hopefully it's not Ralph Boner that's going to be coming back. But we got this rumor right here saying that Evan Peters in talks to come back to the MCU. But hopefully it's not Mr. Ralph Boner. Hopefully it's actually Quicksilver from the X-Men Fox universe, okay? That's hopefully when it comes to that. But who knows? To obviously take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to all this stuff. But I just don't know. But the Disinsider, I guess you could say, they're not. I mean, I guess they post some rumors and stuff like that. But hey, we'll see what happens. I mean, now that we got Hugh Jackman back, I guess it's possible. Just don't let it be Ralph Boner. And then when it comes to all this, I mean, this could be on the wake of the fact that everybody's raving about Evan Peters' his role as Jeffrey Dahmer. I haven't watched the series yet on Netflix, but apparently it's like really highly rated. People are just watching that thing like crazy. I've been seeing everybody's reaction to it. So this could be just a reaction to that, because now all of a sudden, like, everybody's like, oh my God, Evan Peters, look at him as Dahmer. It's crazy. But hey, we could all use some more boners, right? My God. Anyways. See, like right here, look at Batman, the animated series. You can have 3 images. So a lot of people were doing this kind of stuff and then putting a GIF right there. People being creative. That's all. Just people being creative. That's right. Just creative. Also, Violent Night came out too. The trailer for that. I haven't watched it yet. I should. I was thinking about watching it on the stream tonight, but I haven't watched the trailer yet. But that also came out. You know, the Santa Claus movie that stars Mr. David Harbour. Yeah, that we had no idea that was coming out, but it looks pretty awesome. I saw like little clips of it and stuff like that, but apparently that also came out today. But didn't make the 4 topics right here. Didn't quite make it. So anyways, all right, let's get to these topics right here. Let's see what's going on. All right, so let's talk about the Flash. And well, the fact that apparently, according to a certain Twitter handle, I mean, of course, I know there's some people are gonna be like, who the fuck, you know, who are these guys? But you know, I mean, sometimes, you know, when it comes to these Twitter handles, I'm like, well, you know, when you maybe kind of know where the information might be coming from. I mean, when it comes to them, I would say when it comes to Flash movie news stuff, I would say like, yeah, why not? So, but this is what they tweeted out today right here. All right, exclusive, and then of course showed some footage, of course, from Zack Snyder's Justice League, a little bit right there, and then of course showing the logo, saying exclusive that the Flash film is picture locked, and all that remains is VFX, sound mixing, and other post-production polish that doesn't impact the edit. See, that's what picture lock is. Picture lock is essentially that they have a movie from start to finish. They have a specific runtime, picture locked. Yes, there's still some things that need to be added to it when it comes to all that stuff, but apparently everything's kind of more, you could actually show this to somebody without finished VFX, without finished sound mixing, all that kind of stuff, you know. So that's what picture lock is, if anybody was wondering what that is, but that was revealed today. Yes, of course, I know there's going to be some people that push back against that. I get it. I totally get that. But at the same time, I'm like, it's probably coming from a pretty reliable source. That's all I'm saying. And good. I'm saying good. Good. So now that all that needs to be done, of course, is the big time VFX. There's so many VFX that are going to be in this movie. So yes, that's what needs to be added. And then of course you do the sound mixing after the VFX are fully in there, so you have the proper sound with the VFX and all that stuff. And I know there's still people pushing back against it, which, oh man, I know. Sadly, they're still going to be doing that. I know there's some scoopsy daisies over here that are still going to be like, no, there's still going to be those massive reshoots and all the stuff like that, which I just kind of go like, why? Why? I mean, all right, let's look at this logically first. Look at this logically. Okay, so I can maybe believe that if the release date was Aquaman 2's release date. I think that movie's going to get some pretty massive reshoots. I think that's why they pushed it so far away, because that also has massive VFX that they're going to be like, okay, if we're going to do some pretty hefty reshoots, we need some time to do the VFX, okay? The Flash right now is still coming out in June. Okay, so doing massive reshoots or anything like that, or doing anything that's going to be totally changing up the story, they are not going to have enough time. It's not going to be enough time, okay, especially if they're doing the heavy VFX on the story that's happening now, on the movie that currently happen right now. And again, Warner Bros. Discovery does not have the money right now to do stuff. If they're going to do it with one movie, they can't do it with two, okay? If Aquaman's going to get some hefty stuff that's going to get changed, and that's why they pushed it to December of next year, they're not going to want to do that with another movie. And not to mention, again, when it comes to test screenings for The Flash, guess what? It's actually been rated pretty high, so it's like, all right, don't really mess with it. Now, did they tweak some stuff? And remember, we saw what Cavill looked like recently, and you're kind of wondering, like, okay, and I even said this, I questioned this like a couple of weeks ago, I think, when I was talking about him being injected more into The Flash. Little bit something right there is the fact of the matter of, if he's going to be in there, I mean, it's only going to be just like add something, because obviously he's part of the story, because very much the Flash is going to be going in and out of like certain timelines and multiverse kind of stuff, which is great, which is going to be interesting. But then of course, if we're going to have a resolution to all that, then yes, of course you need some Cavill. And we saw what Cavill looked like recently, looking very Superman-like, you know, clean shaven, the hair looks very Superman-like. So did he film both the little cameos for Black Adam and The Flash at the same time? Possibly. We already heard that Ezra Miller like recorded, I think he did his reshoots like what, in July or something like that, June, July, something like that. There was a report right there. So maybe they did something where I'm guessing that if they did anything where the Flash, where Barry is actually interacting with Superman, they were like, okay, we got something right here. You film your part, and then we'll have Cavill hopefully film his part. And maybe there's going to be some kind of interaction right there. But yeah, when it comes to massive reshoots, we got to just stop that. And you know what's crazy? What's crazy about this whole thing too is like when I see people that don't understand picture lock, by the way, which I just explained, and they want to push back against it because they're like, nah, it's going to get, they're going to totally like redo some stuff. Like, and it's like, no. You know, they're not going to do that unless like something crazy fuckery happens. If they end up delaying it again, then yes, I would be like, okay, some reshoots are going to be happening for sure. But then I'm just kind of going like, now that there's people out there that really want scoops to be, you know, to be confirmed, they want the Muschietti movie to be ripped apart. I've said this before and I'll say it again. What have we not learned anything when it comes to what happened to the Snyders? When it comes to, you know, what happened to Zack Snyder's Justice League, I mean, it got ripped apart, got reshot to hell. So we just want that to happen right now. So then a scoop is confirmed. Is that what's going on now? Like, instead of just going, all right, maybe just cool it with that. Let's just back off. No. It's still going to happen. I want the Muschietti movie to be ripped apart and reshot and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just kind of going like, man, we're just here now, okay? We've forgotten that we don't want this stuff to happen anymore. We don't want studios to come in and start going snip. You got to change this, you got to change that, you got to change this, and then try to rush reshoots. So then we get half-assed VFX and we get a fucked up Superman face. We want all that to happen again? No, we don't want that to happen. Let them have their movie. Please, let the Muschiettis have their movie, okay? Then we'll see what happens after. But let them have their movie. Please. I don't want to hear about this again. I don't want to hear about that there's going to be like crazy reshoots and they're going to rip their movie apart and lose what they worked very hard in the last few years to try to achieve. You know, this Flash movie is just like, my God. We've been wanting this Flash movie forever, and they just wanted to get ripped apart. Don't do that. I just don't get that. And it's so funny, too, because I still got to get pushback when it comes to all this. And it's kind of funny because, I mean, you know, with the whole MFing thing that I had at the beginning, I mean, there's still some things like, okay, so I saw this. This came across my phone. Okay, talking about scoops and talking about things. This came across my phone yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. Could not frickin' believe it. But FandomWire.com posted this yesterday. Restore the Snyderverse. Zack Snyder allegedly presented Justice League 2 and 3 plans to WB Studios for possible revival. Oh my God. Yeah, they posted this yesterday. Okay, and then what is this referring to, guys? What is this referring to? Oh, let's look. Zack submitted his plans to his JL2 and 3 storyboards to Warner Brothers Discovery. He presented the entire outline and the new storyboards and how easily his movies can fit within the few. Remember, this is Everett's. This is Everett's right here. Remember that whole thing when it came to like, you know, him posting that little bit of a social experiment when it comes to scoops and whatnot. That was like how many weeks ago? How long ago was that? And FandomWire has now posted about it again. This is what's so crazy about this stuff. I mean, it is FandomWire, and I love it that they pulled it from a YouTube. You know, this guy right here. Which, yeah, if you guys were present during the vodka stream. At the beginning of the year when when Mama Film Junkee was on, this guy was acting like a little creep. That's right. If you guys were wondering about that, yes. So yeah, I wouldn't take anything that guy takes, you know, says with I would take that with a huge grain of salt. But yeah, I'm like, oh my God, really? I like literally went to my Google feed, my news feed, and saw that, and I was like, oh my God, really, FandomWire? You're gonna be talking about that again? Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, and then I'm like, oh, your source is that guy? my God, I mean, I'm just like, come on, man. Oh, so disappointed. But yeah, this just shows you right here, which like, you gotta just like weed through all the BS right here. And it's funny too, because, all right, when it comes to BS scoops, when it comes to all this stuff, and when it comes to, of course, the massive reshoots, we all know where that's coming from. But do you guys remember when Zack, on a popular YouTube channel, Zack Snyder, on a popular YouTube channel, was asked. He was asked, and I remember this happening and watching it going, oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you asking him this? Why are you asking him this? This was like, I think this was around, obviously this was like, you know, Zack Snyder Justice League time and Army of the Dead time. But do you remember when he was asked about a certain scoop? And I'm going to pull it up right here for you guys because somebody was passing it around again. But he was asked on Tyrone Magnus, which, you know, Tyrone right here is just asking Zack this question right here. And this is crazy.
The rumor is that they're looking at you for
Marvel.
Ghost Rider.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
I don't know that.
You know, I can't wait. No, maybe that's good and bad. I was going to say, I can't wait till one day, if I'm as big as you, to hear these epic rumors. You know what I mean? Like,
it's kind of fun. I got to be honest. It's cool. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, no. Ghost Rider's done deal.
okay.
No, but no, it's not. I mean, I'm saying it's like,
No, I know. I know. And besides, you could be under some NDAs where you can't tell me anything. You have to.
Not.
No.
Not.
Okay. So no Ghost Rider.
No Ghost Rider.
I literally am under no NDA.
Same source that gave, you know, the massive reshoots too, by the way. So I'm just kind of saying, you know, it's just what it is right there. I mean, if you want to still listen to the Scoopsy Daisies because, hey, yeah, maybe they got a couple things right, fine, sure. But then there's like things when it comes to Zack Snyder, when it comes to a lot of this stuff where you just kind of go, nope. Not going to listen to it because that is ridiculous. And it was just like, I remember watching that day and going, oh my God, no, Tyrone, don't ask him about that. What are you doing? And he did, but you know, what can he do? But just stop. Just stop, you know, when it comes to all that, you know. But yeah. Totally just went off on a whole tangent there, but I mean, that's just what I'm getting at here when it comes to all this various scoops and all the different people that are posting different things. I can't believe Fandom Wire actually posted the fake scoop that was claimed by the Scoopsy Daisies over here that was from a scoop that happened last year that was claimed by different scoopers last year. It's just getting crazy. It's just getting crazy, guys. So let's just relax a little bit. Let's relax, okay? We got Picture Lock from The Flash. It's sounding like it's good. It's going to be okay. Still going to be coming out in June. If they push it to the end of the year or to next year, then I'll believe that, yes, that they're going to be like, all right, I guess they're going to spend some more money and change this damn thing. But we don't want that. We don't want the Muschietis to get their film ripped apart. This is not what it's about right here, okay? Let's just let the movie come out. Let's see what happens. You know, sounds like they probably injected a little bit of maybe some stuff, you know, with the guy with the, you know, with the cape and the blue costume, and you know, maybe put something in there, some additional shit. But Picture Lock, we should be good. This Picture Lock sounds like, yeah, maybe they already added that scene and we're all good. So, anyways, I literally have never heard of Picture Lock. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, well, look it up. I mean, it's a thing. It's a term. It's a term that's about just that. Should have used your drop. What, Old Ben? The Old Ben drop. All right, let's move over to the MCU and Daredevil. Guess what, guys? Daredevil showed up. Yes, that's right. Entertainment Tonight exclusive right here. Dropped the clip from She-Hulk. How we feeling about it? How we feeling about this clip right here? Huh? You know, I don't know. Yeah, we got this whole thing where Daredevil's on top of this car right here. She-Hulk comes down, stops the car with her leg, and then yeah, there's the reveal. There's that sexy son of a bitch. and then talking and all this stuff. And whoa, Flippy, look at the flippy floppy. Whoa, what's going on? He's jumping all over the place. He's being a dick, kind of. And then he leaves out there. So how are we feeling, huh? That little transition right there was kind of bad. I'm not going to lie. That little transition right there was bad. He literally does like a little flip, and then all of a sudden it's just like they cut to just Charlie Cox doing this. That's pretty much what it was. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Kind of funny to me. So how are we feeling about this right here? She-Hulk, Leapfrog. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely a downgrade, yeah. Yeah, you can leave again, yeah. Daredevil is being introduced in She-Hulk in comedic tone. He will get dark in the future, let's hope. And then, yeah, so. But yeah, the way I'm feeling about this, when it comes to this clip, I thought, cool, he's finally there. Looking forward to seeing what else is introduced. I do like the fact that there was like a lot of like acrobatic, like flip, he's doing a lot of moves, a lot of different stuff like that. I'm kind of going like, all right, that's Daredevil-ish and stuff. But at the same time, yeah, it does not feel like the Daredevil that we fell in love with at Netflix. It's definitely not, but they've already told us that it's not. So I've already kind of like mentally prepared to be like, oh, Charlie, damn it. It's not the same. It's just not the same. But, I think it's just going to depend on how good his show is. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not really dependent on She-Hulk because I'm having a rough time with She-Hulk because there's things that I really like about it, like the star and some aspects of the story, but then there's a lot of cringy moments. But yeah, when it comes to She-Hulk, so I'm not going to totally just like be like, nah, screw that, not watching the Daredevil show, done, this sucks, man. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be like, okay, let's see what's going on when it comes to the Daredevil show, because I liked his moves. I did. I mean, it was a lot of VFX, a lot of special effects, but they look decent. They look good. Look better than She-Hulk. That's for damn sure. Some of the She-Hulk VFX did not look good, but his, like any of that stuff, I mean, it looked good. I thought it looked pretty good. So, if they're going to make a Daredevil that's more like the Daredevil in the comic books, that's just like, just flying all over the place and leaping all over the place and doing all that kind of stuff, I'll be okay with that. I know like Netflix was really trying to ground him a little bit more than, obviously ground him a lot. I mean, it was a very grounded series and it was great. And it's fine. So, this is the first introduction to Daredevil into the MCU. I'm not fully disappointed. Okay? Not fully disappointed. Just by the look alone, Charlie Cox, and the moves, I'm not disappointed. I'm not. I'm okay. I'm actually okay. So that's how I feel about it. That's just how I feel. I know everybody feels the same, but it's okay. We'll see what the series is like. Man. All right. And then we got some Spawn news. Remember, we were supposed to get this Todd McFarlane Spawn news yesterday, but it got delayed. But here we go right here, and you can actually listen to the news from the man himself. And here we go.
Todd McFarlane here. News just broke. The update. We've added some big A-list names out of Hollywood to the Spawn team. Let's go through it. Here's the big news today. Scott Silver, the writer of The Joker. Also, a couple of my favorite films, 8 Mile and The Fighter. Scott Silver, The Joker, biggest R-rated movie of all time, on board.
Got a Joker writer, guys.
He did Falcon and the Winter Soldier for Disney Plus and is currently writing the Captain America movie. He's on board. And Matt Nixon, who's bringing his voice to this project, along with Jamie Foxx, Jason Blum already attached. It's just going to keep going. Next big news we drop, beginning of next year, hopefully we'll be able to come and bring you the news that it's in production, we've made the deal, and it's coming. Just wanted to share some of the super talent that has been added to this team. Here we go. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Malcolm. Thanks, Matt, for jumping in and trusting my character with you and your skill. Let's go.
So there you go, guys. Got some writers from various different projects. The biggest one I thought, yeah, like he said, from The Joker, biggest R-rated movie ever. So, I mean, hey, There's nothing wrong with that. Why is that thing doing that again? Ugh. Anyways, so yeah. That's the news that he wanted to bring us, but apparently, there's like a day delayed, so, that's all you gotta, sometimes that stuff happens, but, they got writers now, so let's hopefully something happens, they get a good script going. I don't know how long the script's gonna take, probably into next year. Jamie Foxx says he still wants to do it, he's still very much attached to it, so long as that's okay, long overdue, like Steve-O says, for another Spawn movie, so hopefully be okay. Jason Blum from Jason Blum, Blumhouse, right? That's who we're talking about right there. So, looking good. Good update. Excited to see what else happens when it comes to it. And then finally, guys, there's a new article. I haven't read the whole thing, and there's also a video too when it comes to Christian Bale. So Christian Bale was interviewed by GQ recently, a big, huge interview, did a lot of things, talking about, of course, the new movie Amsterdam with David O. Russell and the ensemble cast. Talked about some things. I know some people, with the things that have come out when it comes to David O. Russell not being the most kind director, yet a lot of people still work with him again. There was like a whole thing that came out when it came to American Hustle and Amy Adams. He even said in the interview, part of it actually I actually read about was like he was like the moderator between Amy and Russell, apparently, because it got pretty heated, pretty tense right there, and he kind of just said that he was a moderator because you have two crazy talented people that are just going back and forth and they're trying to make something that's pretty awesome. And American Hustle was a great movie. It was a great movie. And so he talked about that, and there's other things too. Of course, he did that whole video thing where he talks about all the roles that he's done. But there was one particular thing that he was talking about, and that's Leonardo DiCaprio. And the reason why I titled this topic the fact that it's Leonardo DiCaprio is the movie star, because he mentioned that Leonardo DiCaprio gets offered every role first. And, it's just basically something that we kind of already knew about Leo, is the fact that he is the guy. He is the guy. He just gets those roles first. I mean, right here, in an interview right here, it says Bale was asked if the reports claiming that he lost at least 5 roles to DiCaprio in the 90s are true. He said, oh, dude. I'm not even going to try to say his voice. It's not just me. Look, to this day, any role that anybody gets, it's only because he's passed on it beforehand. That's right. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. It doesn't matter how friendly you are with the directors. All those people that I've worked with multiple times, they were all offered every one of those roles to him first, right? I had one of those people actually tell me that. So thank you, Leo, because literally he gets to choose everything he does. And good for him. He's phenomenal. So at least, Bale is like, yeah, good for him. But it just shows you right here. He's the movie star, the ultimate movie star. Anytime they have these types of movies right there, the guy must be getting scripts, like 17 scripts a day. Must be just getting sent to him constantly, over and over. I can't even imagine, juggling that and all these young girlfriends. That's got to be rough. Oh, man. I had to make that joke. Come on. But, it's just, he's just that movie star. It's pretty crazy how from like the 90s to the early 2000s to now that he's still just that movie star, and I think, I think that, yeah, he does. If he was born back in the fucking 50s, in the 60s, he would still be that movie star no matter what. He just kind of carries that. And, there's not many of those kind of movie stars now. There's not those kind of movie stars anymore. And it seems like Leo is still that guy. It's just still that guy. So, so did Leo pass on the roles because of the extras? Yeah, so exactly. He's like, how old is my co-star? Nah, sorry, not going to do it. They probably offered him American Hustle. And he's like, what? How old is she? Nah, sorry. No. But, but hey, that's just what it is. I know. We can, make all the jokes we want, but Leo DiCaprio is just that movie star. He's definitely that movie star. And, one of these days, maybe he'll settle down. Hey, George Clooney did eventually, George Clooney eventually settled down, got married, and whatever. Maybe Leo will when he's in his 60s, 80s. Who knows? Who knows what's going to be happening? But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Christian Bale talking about that and saying that, yeah, he's essentially the movie. I mean, he's just that guy. He's the movie star. And I remember one of the first times I saw him was on Growing Pains. That's right. Okay, there's that. So, let's see. Let's go to some Twitter questions and see what's going on. What do you guys have to say over here in the Twitter world? Let's see. We're good. All right. Twitter. Eric and Blake, yo, Dave, if picture lock indicates that additional photography is 100% done, I suppose there's no chance for Ray Fisher's appearance. Yeah, I mean, unless they inject something for a post-credit scene or whatever the hell. But yeah, I know. That's one of the things, too, when it comes to, thinking about picture lock on the Flash, unless something happens where they can do something. And you never know, but yeah, I know. We're kind of just I don't think Fisher is going to come back until, cocksucker Mr. Hamada is fully out. It's fully out. That's the thing. Yeah, so, it would be nice. Definitely be nice. We got Mr. Phil, Unfiltered. If Leonardo DiCaprio was put in the DCU, what role would you love to see him take on, since he apparently passed on every single one of them so far? Yeah, well, he told Timothy Chalamet that don't do superhero movies. So we're not going to ever, I don't think we're going to ever see Leonardo DiCaprio in a Superman role, in a superhero role. I don't know what he would be good in. I can't really see him as anything, What he doesn't scream superhero to me, Or, I guess he could play a good villain, but I don't even know what villain that he could play, I'm trying to, think about that, what kind of villain would Leonardo DiCaprio play in a CBM? I don't know. So I just don't see anything. I just never thought of him as any kind of role when it comes to that. So I don't know. Tets, if Black Adam bombs, it's straight people's fault. What are you, Billy Eichner? Huh? Yeah, I like that. Good joke, Tet. I like it. Leonardo for the Joker. I know some people. I'm sure. I think that was even talked about too. He was probably offered the Joker. I think he was offered the Joker before Joaquin Phoenix, and he turned it down. He probably thought about it though. I'm sure he thought about it. So, Carrie. Hey Dave, if Freddy Krueger attacks people through their dreams, how is he able to manifest himself in physical form and appear where a whole group of people can see him? I watched Nightmare on Elm Street 2 last night and was confused by the ending. Watch the third one. If you haven't watched the third one, the Dreamers one, where the kids at the hospital, I think they explain that. You know what? I don't have an answer for you, to be honest. I know, I think he has to, build up. He has to build it up. It's one of those things where he's the entity has to build up the fear to, really. I think they kind of explain that in Freddy versus Jason, where he came back and he had to build up the scares because he feeds off the fear. So he has to build up, and that's what happens. He gets stronger and stronger with the fear. So I think that's right. Lane. What up, Dave? We all know that even if the movie is picture locked, they can add whatever they want if they choose to. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness was having an important amount of reshoots, only 8 weeks away from... But did they ever say that it was picture locked? That's the thing. Was it ever released that it was picture locked? Whatever talked about. Latest reports from the trades also reported additional photography was indeed happening. Okay, which ones? It only proves we don't know exactly what is happening. People need to chill a little, wait for the movie to come out, and stop trying to prove each other wrong. But again, it's just these heavy VFX and stuff like that. And again, from where I hear it from too, it's you kind of go, okay, I don't know. Yeah. So, and again, we don't want this to happen. Yes, they could still add additional stuff, little things, but stop it with the massive reshoots thing. We don't want that. We don't want their movie to be ripped apart. That's all I'm really saying, Devon Wooter. Hey, Dave. Hi, Dave. What's your most anticipated movie of the year? For me, it's Black Adam and Avatar 2 and Black Panther 2. Yeah, looking forward to those. I mean, those are the big ones that are left, right? The big ones. Shazam. I'm also looking forward to Shazam. But that's not till next year. I totally forgot. That's not till next year. But yeah, I mean, those are, I'm right there with you. Definitely right there with you. Cooper Knox, I know it's an homage to an earlier suit, but the yellow color scheme on Daredevil's live action suit doesn't blend in with it. Yeah, it's a little weird, but you know, what can you do? And then of course we've got Q right here, DDS. Charlie Hunnam, will it be? Will it be? He's got a new series out right now, Mr. Hunnam. And then, you know, he's talked about some things and stuff, so... Yeah, it's all confusing and convoluted. Don't read into it. Yeah, exactly. We just got to relax, guys. You know, we just really got to relax. And, you know, my final thought of the week is, you know, we're always going to be talking about this. I'm always going to be talking about this. There's rumors out there. It seems circulated. I'm going to talk about them. I mean, I do a stream 3 days a week, you know, for an hour. And, you know, I got to always have like something. And I'm all, you know, when it came to... Before on my YouTube channel, when Zack Snyder was filming BVS all the way up to all the craziness of Justice League, I was trying to cover it like crazy. I'm a DC fan. I want DC to succeed, okay? I'm not one of these people that needs it to be an exact thing. I think the Snyderverse foundation is always going to be in these movies. It very much is going to be in the Flash movie more than all the rest. There's going to be the foundation of the Snyderverse in there. That's why I still don't get why people want it to just be ripped apart and fail. I don't understand it when that's got the most Snyderverse in there, and it's got even people, those beautiful, gorgeous VFX. Now, we saw in Zack Snyder's Justice League with the Flash running, Speed Force and all that stuff, the same dudes, the same VFX artists and their crews are working on the VFX for this movie, you know? Talked to him last year, and it was great talking to those guys, DJ and Harada. Did I say Hamada? Oh, God. Oh, no. That way. Did I just say that? No, I did. Harada. Ugh, man. Canceled. I'm canceled for that. Totally canceled. Anyways. Yeah, and exactly, Cortez. I think that's why... you know, had that on my brain. That mother, you know, that cocksucker is supposed to be leaving after, you know, Black Adam comes out. He doesn't sound like he's going to be there any much longer or anything. So, yeah, I know. I failed, guys. Crashed and burned on that one, you know. Ugh, my bad. I apologize to Harada for even mentioning that name and any kind of correlation when it comes to that guy. I don't even want to say that guy's name again. Not going to, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, you know, take it with whatever, but at the same time, it just sucks when you see like the craziness that's out there where people will literally just change the definition of picture lock. First off, I've seen that. You see the pushback and all that stuff. And, you know, if they delay it more, then yes, there's going to be some reshoots. Big time, probably, if they delay it more. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. It's going to be coming out in June. It's been testing well. Warner Brothers Discovery is very much just like, you know, Zaslav is trying to save money wherever he can. I don't know what's going to be happening with Aquaman. It seems like that's going to get the massive, that's going to get the more reshoots when it comes to that, because that's not coming out till December of next year, which is just crazy to think about. So I think it's still going to come out, and we just got to see what happens with these movies. What does it set? What does it do? What is it, you know, with everything? What does it do? What does it connect to? Whatever. You know, I know there's people that don't want Black Adam to be connected at all to Zack Snyder's Justice League, but maybe it'll be loosely connected to it. There'll be still the foundation when it comes to the Snyderverse. I mean, I think we should all be happy if we're not gonna get the full on Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 quite yet. Maybe we'll get something in the future. Can't we be happy that some of these movies still have the foundation, still have what he paved, which is what he wanted to do. He wanted to pave so then other directors can do their thing. He set the foundation, he set the branch, and then everybody else has the leaves just branching off of what he is doing with the Justice League. I thought, you know, to me that sounds good. You know, does it have to be directly canon? Maybe not, you know, as much as we'll try to be like, look at that. They talked about Zack Snyder's Justice League during an interview for Black Adam. My God, look at that. So I don't know. It's all just craziness. It's all just crazy. But, you know, what can you do? We just got to be patient, guys. That's all. That's all we ask. That's all I ask for. So, all right. That's it for Film Junkie Live tonight. And like I said, you members, look forward to find the link on your YouTube stream. I'll send that out, and we'll do a post show. If you want to be part of it, become a member, become part of the Film Junkie Live family. You could pick my brain a little bit more and do all that. And thank you to, of course, the MFing guys. That's right, Bill Richmond and Tom Monahan for their exclusive at the beginning of the stream tonight. And, of course, no show tomorrow. I'm trying to debate on what I want to do tomorrow when it comes to a movie. I had an idea for something to do on Patreon that I might do, or I might just go see Amsterdam. I don't know. We'll see what happens, see how I feel tomorrow. I'm still trying to decide. But, of course, Vodka Stream Friday. See what goes on there. Some good discussions and some fun, as always. All right, guys. I'll see you guys Friday. Talk to you later.